All right, here we go. My favorite part of LinkedIn is networking on LinkedIn. I have a little disclaimer here. I know that networking is traditionally a word where we think about kind of like awkward conversations with strangers about asking for a job. That's not what I mean when I say networking. Networking for me, I view it as a learning opportunity. And LinkedIn is really cool because it can provide you with a way to learn about specific careers in two different ways. The first one is obviously connecting with people that work in the industry that you're interested in going into. And the second is LinkedIn can provide you with resources to learn more about an industry without even talking to anybody. So just by following certain industry leaders or trending topics or companies that you're interested in working for can also help you network, just because you are going to be consuming that content and learning. So all of that is just to say networking is synonymous with learning, and LinkedIn can help you do that in two different ways, by connecting with people, but also by reading its content. So you might be saying, Lauren, how do I take advantage of my LinkedIn profile now that I have one and I'm ready to start to learn more? My answer to that is that you can start to connect with people. Who are the best people to connect with? Your clinical instructors, your professors, nursing recruiters that you find, your friends and family, previous employers. And I can't believe this, I forgot to put this on the slide, but you can connect with me. Search Lauren Barlow. You can do it right now. Search Lauren Barlow on LinkedIn. I will pop up. You saw my picture in the previous video. And I promise the next time I log into LinkedIn, I will accept your connection request and we will be connected on LinkedIn. Another way to get connected on LinkedIn and to use your profile is to start connecting with employers that you want to follow. Or you want to work for, sorry, by following them. So make a list of employers that have piqued your interest. If you're interested in working for Jeff or CHOP or HUP, you can search, Hospital of the University of Pennsylvania, and you can follow them on LinkedIn. This will be helpful for you for two reasons. One, your news feed will be populated with their content because you're following them. And two, for future you, further down the line, when you apply for your job at HUP, the recruiter will be able to see that you have been following their organization since September or whatever month you're listening to this of 2020. So you are you're very interested in their work and them as an employer. So if you've started following companies, that's great. Another thing to do could be making connections with recruiters for those employers. So if you just went into the LinkedIn search bar and you searched, recruiter, HUP, or talent acquisition specialist, Jefferson, people that have that job title that work for those companies will pop up. Recruiters are going to be so thankful that you've reached out to them and asked to connect with them, because now you're saving them time. A recruiter's job is to find qualified and interested candidates to fill roles that are open at their hospital. And now you have just helped them not have to find you because you found them. So any recruiter that you see that works for a hospital that you're interested in working in, and I'm sorry to just say hospital, it could be an organization or it could be, an institution. Any employer that you're interested in working for, connecting with their recruiters is a great way to get you noticed. Once you've connected with a recruiter and they've accepted your request, which I've explained they will do because you've helped them out by identifying yourself as an interested candidate, you can then look at their connections. So once someone is a first connection with you on LinkedIn, you have access to their entire network. So if you connect with me and I'm a recruiter for Christiana, you'll have access to all of my connections, and you can look at my connections and see, what are other recruiters at Christiana? Could I connect with a nurse or a hiring manager or a program director? And most likely you will be able to do that because those people will be connected with the recruiter as well. So if that was just a lot of information, here's kind of it drilled down. So who should you start following? You should start following, obviously, hospitals you want to work for. Anything and anyone that's trending in your area of nursing. So you could even do a quick Google and say, you know, top 10 trending profiles within nursing on LinkedIn. You could find those individuals and just search them and invite them to connect with you. Or you can just start following them. They don't even have to connect with you in order for you to follow them. And then again, your news feed will be populated with industry specific, employer specific information that you're interested in reading. You can also get involved by following or joining groups that involve your professional interests. And you can also look for organizations that are producing cutting edge information about your profession. So if you're interested in, you know, being a nurse for patients that are dealing with cancer, perhaps following the American Cancer Association would be something that would be a good move on your LinkedIn profile. Next level networking would include not just following somebody or connecting with them, but you can also begin to like or comment on or share the information that is coming up in your news feed. This will again get the attention of the creators of that content, and they'll start to recognize your name if they see you multiple times commenting or liking something that they've posted. If anyone is a fan of hockey, you could also do the hat trick, which is doing all three of those things. So liking, commenting, and sharing information on your LinkedIn profile is always the best move. You don't have to do this every day, but it's something that, you know, as you begin to start looking at professional opportunities, you know, when you start thinking about your resume, it's also helpful to start thinking about your LinkedIn profile and using your LinkedIn profile to connect and network with others. So maybe you're asking yourself, okay, Lauren, you're telling me to reach out to all of these individuals. What do I say when I reach out to them? Like, how do I even get them to connect with me? You can feel free to use this little blurb here that starts with "Hi, Stephanie," and just repurpose it to match, you know, your goals. But basically, when you go to LinkedIn and you click connect, so to connect with somebody, and in the next video, I'm going to have a tutorial about this. You only have 300 characters max to connect with someone that you're not already connected to. I know that sounds a little crazy. So you want to make sure that you're being really succinct in your messaging, but you're also you're making the message tailored to the person that you're trying to connect with. So an example of this could be, hey, Stephanie, I'm a student in Widener University's BSN Accelerated Nursing Program, and I'm interested in learning more about CHOP. May I connect with you on this platform? That is super, super quick, super succinct. And basically the outline you want to follow when you're reaching out to anyone on LinkedIn is you want to explain who you are. So this person is a student in the Accelerated Nursing Program, why you're reaching out. So they're reaching out because they're interested in learning more about CHOP. And you want to make an ask. So this person is asking to connect with this individual. So who you are, why you're reaching out, and an ask. The ask could be to simply connect on LinkedIn. Another ask could be for 10 to 15 minutes of their time to talk on the phone and learn more. Or the ask could be more specific if there's something more specific that you want to know from or about this individual that you're trying to connect with. All right, and that ends the networking section of this video. So in the next tutorial, I am going to go through, I'm going to go actually onto my LinkedIn, and I'm going to show you how to find groups, connect with people, and search employers to follow. So stay tuned.